Pressure. Rodgers has it picked off by Leonard Williams. Just the second interception of the Big Cat's career.
On third down, he gets belted by Leonard Williams.
Looking at Leonard Williams and his pass rush stats will amaze you, and he's always been that, a reliable number 2 rusher. Probably not someone who you want as your number 1, but someone part of a very good committee. One player he reminds me of a lot is DeForest Buckner, and we really saw that in his Seattle years. He has seemingly dropped a few pounds of weight, which is notable when you watch him play, and he's so athletic nowadays. It's crazy how almost a revert, but he does lack a bit of a go-to move. I think the best move is a swim move. Maybe that's a differentiator between him and DeForest Buckner. Maybe Buckner has a bit better of a spin move, a bit more dominant of a bull rush, but Leonard Williams is great with a bull rush as well, and he can thread in multiple ways, a swim move, a bull rush, as we discussed, and maybe he's a bit more suited as a Batman, as a Robin rather than a Batman, rather than the leading rusher on your team, but Leonard Williams is excellent as a pass rusher, and maybe it's not as great as his run defense, which we'll get to next, but just watch him and see DeForest Buckner because that's what I see when I watch his film and watch his tape, and it's a very good sign for Leonard Williams. Plenty of pressures, plenty of sacks in his 3 years, creates multiple disruption, and very athletic. We'll touch on his athleticism later because that's just another key point in him, but look at him, just completely athletic and very great pass rush for Leonard Williams.
Last year in his absence.
Robinson comes in. He's got it on a toss. Can't get away from Leonard Williams.
Everyone knows Leonard Williams and is an elite run defender, and we saw that during his Seattle these last 2 years. The versatility of being able to play out wide, on the edge, and inside because he's not the strongest player. He can give up ground against double teams, which is why you need to keep him moving around, sort of like a Michael Bennett out wide on early downs. McDonald did that a lot in his first year, maybe not as much in the second year, but we'll get into more of his strengths. But he can give up a bit of ground, which is why you want to keep him versatile, similar to DeForest Buckner again, Michael Bennett. But one thing, he's an elite wide zone defender, and part of the weight loss, part of that was just having the athletic. It's an unreal, probably the best in the NFL at defending the wide zone, if not one of the best. So a very key attribute, and that's probably why they keep him inside a bit more. But even if he might not have the strength to hold down double teams because he is so good defending the wide zone, a violent shedder, reminds you of maybe Jadeveon Clowney from his Seattle days, just elite, excellent as a backside player, plenty of pursuit, plenty of athleticism. I keep talking about athleticism here, the outside zone again, the long arm to keep the defender off him. He's the best in 3 tech, obviously, 5 tech, not nose tackle, where he can use his athleticism to guard the wide zone instead of um the nose tech where he's facing double teams. And just very reminiscent of DeForest Buckner again, just being able to defend the run. It's very impressive for the height he's at and the amount of disruption he's able to put. It's very impressive run defending from Leonard Williams, probably the strongest part of his game.
Pressure. Rodgers has it picked off by Leonard Williams. Just the second interception of the.
As you see in his combine stats, and you can see he ran a 4.597 Leonard Williams, and you can see that 4.97 I meant, and the athleticism has just been great to see in his Seahawks years. He looks, as I say again, noticeably skinnier, and it's helped him really break out because his Jets days he looked very, very big, to put it kindly, but he has exceptional contact balance and foot speed to ride the wave on wide zone. We talked about that, just excellent ability on wide zone, the athleticism, just the swim move. It reminds you of Michael Bennett, the get off, the athleticism. As I say again, DeForest Buckner dropping a few pounds has clearly unlocked him, allowed him to play faster, looser, more range. as I've noticed, he's athletic enough to block field goals, as you see there, to drop into athletic zones, chase after Kyler Murray and all these quarterbacks. It's amazing what he's done. And I just love watching he can play wide end, it almost looking like Myles Garrett there, just can rush from a wide technique and just annihilate quarterbacks. And you can see he can beat tackles, he can beat guards. He is so athletic, man. And he can even drop into coverage as we see here, impact the play. Even that we saw against the Jets, the interception, just absolutely freakish. People don't state his athleticism enough. It's freakish. And we see that here, just dropping into coverage. We'll see that here.
On third down, he gets belted by Leonard Williams.
As I said already 10 times, probably, he's DeForest Buckner, and we'll get to see a nice side-by-side view of really what we're talking about here. It's the same player. And the fact that the Seahawks only had to give up a second round pick for a DeForest Buckner type is crazy. He can rush from any alignment, 5 tech, wide 9 technique, 3 technique. He is so versatile. People don't talk about Leonard Williams like Michael Bennett. He's the Michael Bennett finally the Seahawks were looking for. And you don't need all the measurements. You don't need to be LJ Collier, who maybe they thought would be more like Michael Bennett, but this is more like Michael Bennett. And the exciting part, Michael Bennett aged well. He aged decently well. Another player aged well, Calais Campbell. DeForest Buckner has had injury problems. Maybe Leonard Williams at a smaller height. He has not had those injury problems. And the Seahawks can even versatile, like Calais Campbell in the Jaguars, which is another great comp, which he reminds me of that breakout of Calais Campbell he had in the Jaguars. That's good. But let's watch a video of Leonard Williams' story and his struggle.
I mean, I haven't been able to talk to the defense about my why yet. But for me, I think just football gave me everything I have in life. I grew up, homeless at times. I grew up living in and out of hotels, motels, and kind of an unstable lifestyle as a young kid. And when I found football in high school, it gave me stability. It gave me good male role models in my life. And it just gave me something to kind of distract myself from everything going on at home. So for me, after that, just learning from coaches, good male role models in my life, I just fell in love with it, fell in love with the camaraderie, the family aspect of my teammates and stuff like that. And I'm sure you could ask every single person at this point, it's never was about the money. The money ends up coming with it, obviously, but for every single person that talks about their why, it's because they had some type of lifestyle like that growing up, and then it kind of brought them to this point.
So to conclude, Leonard Williams is just an athletic freak athlete who has reduced his weight for a late career resurgence similar to Buckner and Calais Campbell. Superstar run defender, great pass rusher. He's only getting better with age. The scary part reminds me so much of the Calais Campbell career trajectory, Michael Bennett, DeForest Buckner. Seahawks are very lucky with him. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please tell me if you want more of these type of videos. So thank you guys so much.